today's video, we wanted to, first of all, I'm sick, and we love filming when I'm sick because I sound like actual trash. But we wanted to use this video, and especially this month, because September is Craniofacial Acceptance Month. A lot of people think it's an awareness month. Hannah's called it that a few times. But it's an acceptance month, which is a little bit different, and we want to kind of talk about why it's different, how it's different, and a little bit about the craniofacial community.
Yeah. So let's go.
So, like we said, September is Craniofacial Acceptance Month, and we want to use this month to spread awareness about the craniofacial community and become more inclusive to them within our society.
This group of people often face exclusion and isolation due to their difference, and we want to use this month to break those barriers. A craniofacial disorder or facial difference is a malformation in the face or skull that was due to a birth defect or trauma, and over 2 million people in Canada live with a facial difference.
This month is about accepting those who have a craniofacial disorder or facial difference within our society. They are often excluded because of their looks, because most often you can see a craniofacial disorder, but also just because it's something that is different and unfamiliar to people. And usually when things are like unfamiliar, people tend to get scared of them, and then they're scared and they don't want to ask questions, and those are things that can really break the barriers between inclusion in society. And if we educate about the differences that they have, it can help people become less scared of the issue and more like able to handle it, and then they won't feel as though they can't be around this person.
Therefore, we want to educate about different types of facial differences like mine, which is golden hair syndrome. So my official diagnosis is golden hair syndrome, which in my case means that I had a cleft nose when I was younger, and like part of my nose was missing right there, so then they took some skin and filled it in because they're amazing. I was also born with a tag beside my lip, which is a like extra piece of skin there as my like cheek was developing. Oh, good word. And then I just have like a scar there that they stitched up. It also has caused one side of my face to be a bit smaller and asymmetrical. Obviously my eye area is a bit smaller than my left side. And it has also caused me to have no hearing on my right side and no vision on my right side. So I cannot see Emily right now.
I really think it's ironic how I always sit on your right side when I shouldn't.
I don't want to know that you're there.
There's also a few other craniofacial disorders, aka facial differences. I always want to say facial differences, but I feel like because it's Craniofacial Acceptance Month, I'm supposed to say craniofacial. Anyways, we have a couple other ones that we want to also talk about, and at down below there is a wonderful organization called About Face who we spoke with, and their website has tons of information on different craniofacial disorders that are facial differences that people may have. If you want to read any of those stories, I will link it down below. So a few other ones are the cleft lip, cleft palate, and then the combination of a cleft lip and a cleft palate. And basically it's about the location and then what cleft means. So like when you say cleft lip, it's the lip, and then palate is like the roof of your mouth, and then cleft just basically means that there's like a missing piece. So a cleft lip, there's like a split kind of in the lip, or like the skin of the lip, and it basically just kind of looks like a hole. Like you can kind of see, like Hannah rarely enough had like a cleft nose, and there's basically just like a piece missing. And then the same with like a palate, just like on the roof of your mouth, there's just like a missing piece of the way that you like developed, and most individuals who have a cleft lip or a cleft palate just it's very easy to get it filled, as Hannah did, with just skin from somewhere else.
Yep.
Skin cells.
Woo.
Another, not so much craniofacial disorder as facial difference, but also people who have strokes can have like residual facial differences, because when you have a stroke, the one side of your face can like droop, and if the stroke is significant enough, it can become permanent for afterwards. So they may have one side of their face looking abnormal towards the other side. And as long as we're talking about like common ones, a big one that people may notice is Down syndrome. Down syndrome is also characterized by having craniofacial abnormalities in that way. There is obviously like tons more, like I said, some of them in which I could never try to pronounce on my own, and we will leave the link down below for the list of different disorders and like craniofacial facial differences things. There's so many words happening, but we'll leave that listed down below. But those are just a few of like the common ones that you guys may have noticed or seen or like have heard of before, and that's it.
That's all we have for you guys today. So
we will hopefully have more stuff about Craniofacial Acceptance Month, because we love being accepting and inclusive in our society and our community that is True Faces, on our Instagram, as well as hopefully a little bit more on our YouTube next week. And we will see you then. Bye!